we are gonna analyze a movie called Bahubali. Bahubali is an epic movie, and I don't mean epic just because it has a big budget. I mean epic as a genre as well. Epic such as Troy or Cleopatra. Just like Cleopatra, this movie, Bahubali, has got a really big cast and it's also a really lengthy movie. It's 5 hours. This is such a long movie that the producers actually decided to break it down into 2 movies and call it as Bahubali Beginning and Bahubali Conclusion. Right now, the last part, the conclusion, is playing on cinemas and it's breaking box office records. So let's analyze the first part, the beginning. Now, I haven't done research to find out how many awards this movie won because I wanted to present you what I truly felt about the movie, not what I felt after hearing about recognition and award nominations. The movie has got a magnificent set and a huge star cast. I don't really think that India has had a movie of this genre. Speaking for myself, I'd say Hollywood released a movie of this genre in 2015, Hercules. Actually, not one but 2 Hercules movies. And 2015 was the year in which Bahubali Beginning got released as well. So the Bahubali Beginning was released in 2015, and in 2015, Hollywood released 2 Hercules movies. Bahubali Beginning was released in 2015, and in 2015, Hollywood released 2 Hercules movies. Hollywood released 2 Hercules movies. However, in India, I don't think there has been any movie like Bahubali. Probably the last such epic movie was Shastriya 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. And if you look at the DVD cover of Shastriya, it doesn't really suggest that it was an epic movie and it involved sword fighting. Furthermore, this movie, although it was released 20 years ago, it shows the modern culture. It's not based on a story set few centuries ago. It's not based on a story set 100 years ago. It's based on a story set in the very 20th century. So pretty modern compared to Hercules or Bahubali, which shows a time period, I don't know, few centuries ago. The hero and heroine in Shastriya actually goes to Oxford. Probably deserve recognition for simply attempting to make a movie of this genre. As I said, they've done really well in managing a massive star cast. Pretty cool CGI, but maybe not so cool CGI if you've really seen big Hollywood movies such as the Transformers. I personally don't have any issues with the CGI of the movie. However, I am actually not that impressed with the story of this movie. The king dies and his sister-in-law takes control of the kingdom. This is something which I find it really hard to understand because the king's actual brother is still alive. So how is it that the brother's wife, who isn't actually the king's sister, manages to take over the kingdom? It's really unclear. Oh, unbelievable actually. And the exaggeration in this movie is just a little bit too much. I know it's a fantasy movie. The exaggeration is just too much. When I was small, the people used to talk about Rambo, the exaggeration in Rambo, and I grew up with the belief that Rambo had the maximum exaggeration. Rambo goes to battle all alone and single-handedly. So many people were having the impression that the maximum of exaggeration is Rambo. However, all this changes when you see the exaggeration in Bahubali. The exaggeration actually in Bahubali makes Rambo look normal or believable. Yes, Sly Stallone. Yes, Sylvester Stallone. I think what you did in Rambo is very convincing after seeing Bahubali. In Bahubali, the hero is surrounded with no walls or barriers. Arrows are coming at him from all the 360 degrees. Yet none touches him. He is able to deflect all those arrows with his sword. Or was he carrying two swords? Because you need to have two swords to simultaneously block those arrows. Maybe he actually had an invisible third sword in a third hand. Yep, you and I, we have two arms, but these heroes, or this hero, must be having three hands. At least three hands.